Hello, brothers and sisters, Messenger, Christopher, Spirit World X, the Chosen One. How are you today? Well, it's such a pleasure to have an opportunity to come back and have an opportunity to share with you just another bit of information that will certainly be of great use to any of you who are just joining my show here, the Worldwide Paradigm Shift Show. Um, just to let you, brothers and sisters who are late coming, the Worldwide Paradigm Shift Show is all about the redemption of the Israel nation. I'm not speaking of the individuals that you are used to calling the Israelites, because in all actuality, these individuals are Gentiles. They are not Jews. Of course, as Mr. Putin has, you know, given everyone across the world the opportunity to acknowledge over the last few days. Well, I want to bring you all abreast to what's going on the Worldwide Paradigm Shift Show and with me um, in my present life and, of course, in social media. Um, First of all, I want to help you to understand what redemption means. Now, if you are a Christian, of course, and if you are aligned with the Christianity or Buddhism, of course, or Hinduism or any other faith, your faith is based in the stories that have been compiled in the Bible in regards to Jews and Gentiles and creation. Okay, you remember Adam and Eve and the garden, the Garden of Eden. Of course, that would be creation, and of course the Jews and the Gentiles. Of course, the story of the Jews and the Gentiles in the Bible is a story that deals with a rebalancing of conscious awareness. Rebalancing of whose conscious awareness? The rebalancing of the Jewish conscious collective, known before they became Egyptians, Africans, blacks, as the co-creative Christ conscious or Yang conscious collective, field frequency collective of conscious awareness, equalizing conscious awareness and manifest power in this matrix program. Electromagnetic manifest power, by the way, because we are electromagnetic beings who are infinite, traveling through finite bodies. Well, the of course the reality of our redemption in the Bible, the reality of God's chosen people, who the Bible calls the chosen people of God, and the redemption of these people, I am a product of. Now, of course, the process of this redemption coming to light after thousands and thousands of years has been, of course, has been implemented by the Gentile, all bloodline conscious collective. Now, of course, all Gentiles have three-dimensional conscious awareness. They're pre-programmed to have it, and five sensory depth perception. And of course, the Jews naturally have the five senses and the three-dimensional field of sight, but they also have an interdimensional field of sight, and they have an additional two senses, an additional sense of being able to hear beyond the three-dimensional field and see beyond the three-dimensional field. This is where the term third eye comes into play for these individuals. Now, as I said, the rebalancing process, of course, which was written long before the Gentiles came out of the mind and the body of melanated people, not out of a petri dish, and of course, created to take vengeance on, a dark skinned or light skinned aspect of the melanated races. This is all nothing more than chaos and confusion. And we'll talk about that again very shortly. However, this redemption process, of course, was instituted by the Gentile, of course, advancing their psycho-social, geopolitical, and religious order throughout the world, okay? And of course, this process was it was pre-programmed to elicit by negative pressure the realignment of a individual within the chosen people collective, okay, and through that negative pressure, realign the conscious awareness, the nine-dimensional conscious awareness, and seven sensory perception, which is the standard field of conscious awareness and level of perception for the Jewish collective, as they who are infinite in conscious awareness and perception, as they convert or reincarnate through these finite avatars that we are in. Okay? And I am a product of that realignment process. Now, many individuals in the Gentile conscious collective today believe they are still in a sovereign position. And however, I want all of you to know that that sovereign position is no longer applicable as long as I am in electromagnetic alignment with our natural co-creative Christ Yang conscious order of electromagnetic conversion in this matrix program. Now, brothers and sisters, existing in the fog of conscious content in regards to the chosen people, and in regards to redemption, I know it may be difficult for you, brothers and sisters, to gather what is taking place. Give me one moment. I need to stop one of my animals from meowing until my ears pop out of place. Okay, thank you very much. All right, I'm back. Now, in regards to all of the confusion that's going on, I know that many of you are certainly fed up with, hearing about the chosen one and hearing about redemption and not having the capacity to get a grip on what it all means. And so this is a worldwide paradigm shift clip to help you all understand, especially if you're just joining me. And once again, I want to say thank you for joining me on this beautiful day, the day before my birthday, which is December 12th, which is tomorrow. And of course, I'm an infinite being, but according to our the third eye blind, three-dimensional conscious awareness, five sensory perception, depth perception, programming, and conditioning, I am, of course, I'm having a birthday tomorrow. Okay, so because the Masonic order, the government, the secret societies, like Skull and Bones, these individuals who've been controlling the advancement of our so-called modern civilization, because they can't kill me, knowing at the end of this age that my mission is sovereign, and though you can't see well, I'm sorry, I kind of jumped ahead there. Because they can't kill me, they've decided to create a counteroffensive in regards to this redemption process, which through my channel Christopher Spirit World X on YouTube, as a result of a media blitz that I did in 2021, where I contacted anyone and everyone who is anyone in media, politics, entertainment, being the fact that I knew these individuals were all involved in the conspiracy to maintain a degrade in conscious awareness of not only Jews, but for the purpose of helping to maintain Gentile hegemony, but being maintained and played out on playing a part in maintaining this degrade agenda on even Gentiles. Knowing that, I decided I'm going to get in contact with all of these individuals. So the system decided, since they can't kill me, what they'll do is destroy me in the media. And that, of course, destruction, according to them, required many different presently active strategies, and we'll get into these strategies very soon in to a greater extent. However, these strategies, a couple of these strategies are paying content creators to look at my videos and, of course, take all of the information that I am espousing in my videos and recreating their own videos, getting behind a camera, recreating their own videos in regards to redemption, in regards to manifestation. A couple names that are involved in this process, hijacking of this redemption process, are Stephen Darby Ministries, Louis Farrakhan, Rashad Jamal, Nero Knowledge on YouTube, William Donahue on YouTube, Wayne Dwyer, and many, 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 many more. There's so many, it's hard to even remember all of their names. K Reno, that's Willie D's good friend. If you watch Willie D's videos, he'll tell you in a video that he uploaded about a year or two ago that all of you should check out his boy K Reno. He's in possession of knowledge that you all need to hear, and individuals who certainly do not care. Oh, one other individual, Billy Carson. Now, I have something I want to say about Billy Carson. I've mentioned him in prior videos to this one, and how it is this gentleman claims to be the proprietor of Forbidden Knowledge University, or the Forbidden Knowledge, website, and these individuals are absolutely out of their minds, and I've proven that many of them are involved in the attempt to hijack this redemption process out of my hands in earlier videos. But if you look at YouTube today, you'll see that Billy Carson's name is starting to be all over the place. And the reason why, brothers and sisters, Billy Carson, the people are uploading videos where They claim Billy Carson is a fraud, and Billy Carson, he shut everybody down. And I mean, the purpose of these videos are to literally blitz his name all over social media so that all of you brothers and sisters viewing YouTube will go to his videos, take his information, and take it into heart and believe it as if it's actually real. Now, this man is one of the systems, the secret society, the Masonic orders, top players in this hijacking of this redemption process game. Along with Stephen Darby Ministries, Louis Farrakhan, believe it or not. These individuals, 19 Keys, he's another one. Nuri Mohammed, he's another one. Papa Duck, this gentleman called Daylit. I call him Screwface. He has a spider tattooed on his face. And all of these individuals attempting to hijack this redemption process by taking bits and pieces of what I am uploading onto YouTube and have been uploading since January of 2021, outside of other content creators who create their videos and put thumbnails on their videos, present day, with present day dates and times. That's another thing I want to tell you. Stephen Darby Ministries, who's not dead, who's actually alive. Rashad Jamal, who a year ago wasn't in jail, and his wife, and Stephen Darby and his wife and family, and the William Donahue, another one. They have literally created videos over the last couple years, and after watching my videos, put fake date and time stamps on their videos for 10 years ago, 15 years ago. For instance, Stephen Darby, in his videos that he recently created over the last couple years, he talks about in his videos the false Christ church. And he also talks about how it is the European Jew is not the original Jew. And none of this did he upload 15 years ago. He, of course, using YouTube, which is a PSYOP platform that helps to maintain by engaging you brothers and sisters into the psychological operation that is a human conscious degrade blood sacrifice agenda, which we call reality. None of these individuals had videos out 15 years ago espousing any of this information. Of course, the Jews would have killed Stephen Darby if he would have done that 15 years ago. And this is why it is said that, he's dead already. We think he got assassinated. That's all bullcrap, okay? Billy Carson, mentioning him, he wants everyone to believe that he was visited by UFOs when he was a child. And of course, this, is a copycat of my actual experience when I was a child, and about 10 years ago, about 15, 20 years ago, when my enlightenment process for the undertaking of this redemption process began. I, of course, was saved from getting rid of myself and deleting my life as a result of the negative pressure that I was dealing with at that time. And of course, the individuals who gave me all of the information that I am espousing to you, they are part of a collective conscious of interdimensional They are a part of a conscious collective of interdimensional beings to whom you would call UFOs and angels. Now, knowing all of this knowledge, Billy Carson, in a attempt to counter what I had begun in 2021, the system had, aside from Stephen Darby Ministries creating his videos, putting fake and date and timestamps, espousing information on the Jews and false Christ Church. Billy Carson, he of course comes from a different angle, and that angle is we are the Anunnakis. Um, UFOs have visited him, and he's 70 years old. And, the reason why he doesn't age is because he's in contact with forbidden knowledge and, with life forms and processes that maintain his youth. And it's all a bunch of bullcrap, okay? These individuals, they are presently attempting to keep all of you in unbelievable chaos in the internet and on social media in regards to the chosen ones and our long ago prophesied to come redemption, which, of course, I am the proud host to your enlightenment path, and I will continue to do my job without any fear of reprisals from any of these psychopaths who are attempting to do everything they can to silence me. I can assure you of that. Now, I know that many of you are probably wondering if whether or not I've lost my noodle here. And you're wondering if I'm just being, if I'm being paranoid of these individuals watching me when I walk around outside in the world and paying attention to my YouTube channel, and if I'm just paranoid and making all of this up so as to, have a show on YouTube. Well, the first thing I want to say is, I would not bring myself to any problems with any individual unless I knew that they were, of course, using their power or what they call power and what they call authority to abuse me. And this is why I have no problem mentioning these individuals calling themselves Muslims. Farrakhan, Louis Farrakhan, I have no problem with letting all of you know that that man is the devil in disguise, running around claiming to be for you. If Louis Farrakhan were truly for you, then he would be espousing all of the information that I am espousing to you in regards to your electromagnetic manifest potential as a chosen person. Of course, even Public Enemy. And of course, you can find Louis Farrakhan's voice on Welcome to the Terror Dome and the song Terminator X. You hear these gentlemen talking about how we are all pieces in one big chess game. See, these individuals in media, politics, entertainment, they understand who you are, but they will not tell you who you are. And the reason why they won't tell you who you are is because of the reality they want to appear. They although they sing about, the plight of melanated people, and they sing about, the abuse of the Gentile on the black, and they talk about this one big chess game we're all involved in. None of them, Public Enemy or Louis Farrakhan, has the balls to stand up and tell you the truth in regards to who you and they are, because they They're comfortable with defining themselves as a physical being. You're not a physical being. You're the co creator of the creation program that we call the Matrix, and as well the high and low vibrational avatar sets that you electromagnetically convert through. That's who you are. You are an infinite conscious collective. These individuals, they make money off of keeping you behind the veil and not in front of it. And this is why, when you consider the knowledge that Louis Farrakhan espouses in regards to the origins of the white man and the Arab and the Indian, all of the Gentiles, what he tells you is that the Gentiles, they were created in a petri dish by Yaqub, and for the purposes of getting back at a dark skinned aspect of the melanated races. You see how they talk about the light skinned and the dark skinned, or the big head and the small head? What they're correlating to is the truth in regards to how we, the infinite electromagnetic conscious collective, manifested into these low vibrational avatars by low vibrational programmed low vibrational perception. We don't have the capacity to be three-dimensional in conscious awareness and five sensory in depth perception exclusively, because we are exclusively the grand equalizers of all conscious, pre-programmed conscious contributions that maintain our infinite electromagnetic conversion. And we only have the capacity to vibrate with a higher field of conscious awareness that's nine-dimensional and a higher frequency of depth perception, and a frequency field of electromagnetic manifest potential, and the seventh sensory depth perception that I mentioned a while ago to you. Okay. So when they talk about, oh, it was the big head guys against the little guys and the light skinned guys against the dark skinned guys, this is all just a manipulation, brothers and sisters, to keep you engaged, to keep your conscious awareness engaged to the low vibrational, three-dimensional in conscious awareness, five sensory depth perception programming and conditioning that, of course, you are presently under by the Gentile conscious collective, and not all of the Gentiles, just those who have hijacked our rebalancing protocol out of the hands of the high vibrational aspect, the more spiritual people in the Gentile nations, okay? These individuals, by fear, by threatening their lives, by killing their friends, by assassinating their leaders, they have influenced everyone to have fear of losing their life, so as to gain a foothold on all of the processes that would, in the future, advance the three-dimensional conscious awareness, five sensory depth perception stimulation conditioning that we walk with in this third eye blind psychosocial structure and order. Okay, we are presently under what is called the Order of the Skulls. Okay, it's an unnatural order, by the way, implemented by these individuals within the Gentile conscious collectives who have decided, you know what, instead of helping these people to rebalance, what we'll do is we'll find leaders who will keep these people preoccupied with their delusion of reality that we create for them. You know, how they changed the calendar and created all the holidays that you celebrate, and, you know, the festive moments where you're fueling your bodies with meat. They said what we'll do is we'll create individuals, characters, who have the capacity to redirect their conscious awareness so as to bring ourselves as Gentiles to a place before the end of the age of the Gentile where we can immortalize our conscious awareness in this matrix program into robots. And of course, we are soon to be up on that place in eternal timelessness here in this matrix program. You see that they are attempting to rush everybody out of a paper currency into a digital currency, and then of course a social credit score system, which would be based on your capacity to be spiritless and immoral. Okay. And by the way, brothers and sisters, they don't want you alive. Okay. The act of sacrifice of human beings not only was around when the so-called Egyptian aspect of our co-creative Christ conscious collective were deciding to put all of the rest of the melanated brothers and sisters, the who knew who they were as co-creators of this matrix program, into fear and subjugation, using sacrifice to put these people in fear from generation to generation. But human sacrifice, it is actually going on in the modern day. And of course, in 2021, 2020, and 2021, the CAVID, I'll say the CAVID. You remember the CAVID, where you had to wear something over your face, or you weren't able to work, and they were paying you to take the JOB, and if you take the JOB, we'll let you go to work. And that was a human sacrifice that, of course, is in alignment with the human conscious degrade blood sacrifice agenda that, of course, you and I, with our conscious awareness, contributing our energy to these psychosocial, geopolitical, and economic first and second class norms, that is a sacrifice process, a blood sacrifice process that actually is going on today. And it happened with, I lost myself for a second, please forgive me. That CAVID was just an extension of the blood sacrifice that's been going on for thousands of years, and it didn't start with the Gentiles. It didn't start with the Europeans, Arabs, Indians, and Asians. It started in the Jewish conscious collective, and within the Jewish conscious collective can be found the original Gentiles. Now, many of these individuals, you would never notice them if they were walking by you today, because so many of us are walking around in masquerade. For instance, the most immoral minds within the black community. Let's talk about the gangster rappers who have no capacity to talk about anything beyond having sex, and getting their rocks off and killing a nigga. When they go into a bank or they go into a store, they don't talk like, nigga, put that shit down on the counter and give me my shit. Yo, homeboy, yo, check this out. Who you talking to, dog? You don't see any of that. Now, the reason why you don't see any of that is because everyone is in masquerade. It's very hard to know who is of a higher vibrational field of perception in the black community or the white community, and who isn't. Why is that? Because we have so many individuals who are working, playing the wolf in sheep's clothing, that we are all convinced that the way we are living our lives and the things we contribute our minds to, like, killing an animal, chopping it up and cooking it, convincing ourselves that these things are okay, convincing ourselves that we do have birthdays, and convincing ourselves that, oh, money is power, and look at me, I'm everything, and you got to respect me because I got the power. None of this is true. You're an electromagnetic co-creator of this Matrix program. The Matrix is upper world, the Matrix is underworld, and the fail-safe protocol underworld conversion path, because it's not a standard path for us. This is why the Gentiles came out of the melanated man and woman to, of course, realign them with their standard path. And in that path, you don't need a piece of paper that comes from a tree that produces fruit to survive. What you need is the fruit on the tree. And, I just want to take a moment here to show you, by the way, because I know, as I said, it's not easy to believe everything you hear, but what I want to show you is, I want to show you proof that these individuals are not only watching me and how I function, and I don't care about any of that. If I could be touched, I probably would be worried about that, but I can't be touched, and I have a lot of integrity for this mission here to redeem everyone. And okay, give me 1 second, brothers and sisters. I hit the wrong button there. I have a lot of integrity in this mission, so you can best believe I have no problem with these individuals watching me, but and gang stalking me and hiring individuals to make videos to bring confusion to you, the viewer who is watching YouTube, so as to keep you in major confusion in regards to who you are in this Matrix program, and what time it is in regards to your redemption process, as you, a Jew or Gentile, as it relates to you, a Christian Jew or Gentile or non-Christian Jew. Give me 1 moment, please. I want to type this in without without having to talk so much while I'm doing it. Okay. So, oh boy, let me see. Let me see here if I can find it. There we go. All right, so brothers and sisters, first of all, what I want you to see is, I want you to see my name, this here. Okay, can you see that? Let me turn this around here so you can get a better picture of it. Okay, you'll see Community Health Clinic. I what happened was I had to go get my knee x-rayed. Of course, I had messed my knee up, so down there you could see the x-ray in this area right here. You could see why I went there. Okay. Now, there, of course, right there where my finger is, you see Christopher S. Jones. And over here, you can see my date of birth is 12/12/19 1969. Let's go back over to my name, New Kensington, PA, 15068. And then here you can see my date of birth is 12/12/1969. Of course, that phone number, 557-6576, is no longer applicable because I've gotten a new phone since that time. But what I want to show you is an example of how these individuals are attempting to
I know this is going to
keep
sound
me
crazy,
busy
but
with
thanks to
chaos
Elon Musk,
content.
this strange device that I'm holding in my hand could
I'm
actually
sorry.
help everyday
Please
Americans
forgive
make an
me.
extra $30,000 a year. Now, I'll explain how in just a moment, and I'll even
And
give
we're
you
going
a
to go ahead
demo
and
here on
skip this
camera.
video
But
here.
Stop everything you're doing
Okay.
and listen close.
So what I'd like you to do, brothers and sisters, is take a look there. Okay. You see what that video says? It says, now these are videos on YouTube. And of course, now in my show, the Worldwide Paradigm Shift Show, I let people know what day I was born and things like that because at the time I was explaining how it is a woman who was into astrology. She read my birth chart to me one day, and my birth chart read that I would have a child, and my child would be born under the sun god named Deontis, and it just was pretty amazing because I have a son under that name. Okay. Well, anyways, right there, you see the thumbnail on that video right there. That thumbnail says the 12th of December, 2024, the best day of your life. Now, why does it say the best day of my life? I guess because I was born on that day. And you see how they have a female with angel wings, a white female with angel wings, and a white guy with angel wings. And then you got this man down here, okay, right there. All right, right there, standing there with light around him. Well, this is just an example of how it is these individuals are literally behind the scenes in the internet, doing everything they can to preoccupy my time while they have an opportunity to reorganize their social, geopolitical processes. And of course, this reorganization, brothers and sisters, has a lot to do with you in politics, DEI being taken away. These individuals are doing everything they can to literally create a situation where you become a permanent. I'm talking to my Jewish brothers and sisters and the high vibrational aspect of the Yin Conscious Collective. That means European women, Arab women, Asian women, Indian women, making sure that you become a permanent electromagnetic underclass on the way to a social credit score system and digital currency. Now, as I told you in my last videos, brothers and sisters, this is the day where you and I decide to stand up and to stop taking the bullcrap that we are dealing with. Because these individuals, as I said a moment ago, they don't care about you living. It's time that you decide to truly start living. As Jesus Christ in the Bible said, if you want to live, give up your life. All you're giving up your life to, excuse me, I had to stop the noise over there. All you're giving up your life to, brothers and sisters, is the truth of who you are as the electromagnetic, grand, equalizing, co-creative Christ Yang Conscious Collective, the children of the Most High, in this, your co created Matrix program, once again, and bringing an end to all of the debauchery and the self sabotage of your race. I want to thank you all, brothers and sisters, Jew and Gentile, for your time, and prepare for a mind-blowing upload of the Worldwide Paradigm Shift Show coming up probably tomorrow or the day after. But I can guarantee you this, it's going to be mind-blowing. Thank you very much for your time once again, and have a good night. And by the way, to all my haters, carry on.